Have you not heard? Don't you know? Are you still doubting that the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know? Here's the truth that you don't want to hear. Leaving your relationship that you have been into for so many years, for so long, for months, for one silly mistake, to go into a new one with a total stranger that you don't know is not the best solution. I know you will not like to hear this, but here's the truth. Leaving your relationship to go into a new one for one silly mistake is not ideal. Yes, I'll tell you why. You're leaving somebody over one silly mistake, over one mistake they made, to go into a new relationship with a total stranger that you don't know is not ideal. It is not the solution. You've been with this person, you know them, you understand them perfectly well. Perhaps they made one error, one mistake. It is not enough for you to quit your relationship to try a new one. It is not enough. It is not enough. For the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. Trust me. Trust me. One silly mistake they made can be corrected. They might not repeat it again if given a chance. Now here's the thing. If they are willing to stay with you, if they have not given up yet on you, if they are still willing to stay with you, if they have said sorry, take them back and build your relationship. Perhaps you guys might have the best relationship ever after that. There's bound to be problems, there's bound to be issues, but do not capitalize on one error. Hold on to it to quit your relationship. No. Supposedly they have said sorry and they are willing to stay back with you. Take them back. As long as they have not given up, as long as they've not broken up with you, as long as they are still willing to stay with you and they have said sorry in a nutshell, take them back. For people say sometimes the other side is green. It is not always like that. It is not always like that. You might leave a beautiful relationship you've been nurturing, taking care of for years, for months, for days, out of one silly mistake. Try to go into a new one. Then you go into a new one where it will be worse than the situation that you had in the past. Trust me. So my advice to you will be this. Stick with your relationship. For one error, one mistake they made, if they have said sorry, take them back. If they are willing to stay with you, take them back. Try to build your relationship. Try as much as you can to build your relationship. Correct every errors. We are all human. We are bound to make mistakes. Voluntarily and involuntarily, we make mistakes. We make errors knowingly and unknowingly. So do not capitalize on one mistake to leave your relationship. You can have the best relationship ever that people around will admire your relationship. But quitting, leaving your relationship for one error, going into a new one is not a solution. Because where you're going to might not be the best place. I see it as an act of cowardice. But underline this. If they are willing to stay with you and they have said sorry for their errors, for their mistake, take them back. And trust me, sometimes they might not repeat that error. But going into a new relationship is very, very expensive. I've said that before. When you leave this one and try to go into a new one, then it takes time. You will look like a child that is learning how to crawl. Don't forget that I told you this, that going into a new relationship is very, very expensive. It is time consuming. It is time consuming. So if I were you, into your relationship, build your relationship, forgive their errors, forgive their mistakes, and build a beautiful relationship.